morning. We got Jagger. We got my sweet Jagger. Right? And we're going to continue on talking about tips and tricks for overcoming depression, anxiety, loneliness, all the after effects of sexual abuse. I was sexually abused as a child, and I'm passionate about helping other people. So that's what this channel is all about. All these tips and tricks are in my first book, Identifying and Healing Childhood Sexual Abuse. And this one is called Find a Safe Place. Where are you going? Where are you going? When I first went into group and Dr. Nash started the all these tips and tricks for us to get us off of medication and onto feeling calm, he said, I want you to think about a place in your life where you feel safe. And I sat there with the other 5 or 6 women. We were in an agoraphobia group. That's what they called it at the time. And I could not think of any place in my life that I felt safe. And he also had us close our eyes as we were thinking about this. And that made me uncomfortable because I didn't know it at the time, but I had PTSD. And closing my eyes and having people all around me made me uncomfortable because I didn't know what they were going to do. I needed to have my eyes on people so I could run if I had to. And I think Dr. Nash saw that I was having a hard time. And he says, well, let me help you. And he says, why don't you picture a grassy hill by a river with beautiful flowers and birds and trees and maybe a cabin up on top of the hill with a porch and a swing. And he says, now make it your own. Make it a place where if you feel overwhelmed, this is a place that you can go to in your mind. And so that was my assignment. And I went home and I just, I drew the picture out on paper, but I also was picturing it deeply in my mind. And it just grew and grew and grew, and it became my safe place. I also added a no trespassing sign. Nobody else could go there, just me. That was my place. I'd never had a safe place ever in my life. If you don't know what that means, then go back to the beginning of the videos where I talk about the abuse. I carefully talk about it so you won't be damaged by what I say. And this helped a lot to make me feel more calm, more collected, more together. It was good at times where I felt panicky and alone. Sometimes when you're in a group of a lot of people, you can feel very alone. And that happened to me a lot. And so sometimes it's better to be alone than to be in a room of people and feel alone. So I would choose to go to that place in my mind. And these are all techniques to help you feel more at peace and calm and collected and not depressed and anxious and all those 100 after effects of sexual abuse. As I became a baby Christian in my 40s, I changed my picture. And my picture was of heaven and God and the angels, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, the clouds, the streets of gold, and all the promises that God has for us in the Bible. And that was an even more powerful way to think in times that were difficult for me. I no longer have to do that because my life is calm, and I know that I'm safe and I'm protected by God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit. So if you find yourself lost, just find your own happy space and make it your own. If you're not a Christian and you don't believe in God, I know what that's like. I was upset at God for a long time for allowing the abuse to happen. But, like I said before, God gives people free will to do whatever they want. They can do good deeds or they can be evil. And I lived in a home where there was a lot of evil. And so I could never blame God. That was just what happened then. Oh, here comes Dana. Hello. One of my many friends on the farm. So I hope that you will have a wonderful day. I hope that you're finding strength in these videos, and I just pray for you. I pray. One thing I learned in the Bible, there isn't anyone more precious to God than another person. We're all equal. And so all the things that I received, all the healing and miracles and everything I received, you can too, because I'm no one special. We're all the same. We can all receive help. God will freely give to everybody. And so you just have to reach out and ask Jesus into your heart, because he's always knocking, and just receive and listen. Always be listening, and your miracles will come too. So don't give up. Don't get angry. Suicide is not the answer. Just pray, and God will be there for you. So that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next time. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification button, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.